and welcome to Sullivan's Farm. Weather's changed slightly the last few days. We've a bit more slush and muck rather than frost and ice in the fields, but the pipes still are frozen going into the shed, so we're still drawing water in from that black trough you can see in the distance there. Thankfully the water is still flowing to that. It's frozen in the shed, so we're back to drawing in the water into the blue barrel. You can see the new trough is empty. So unfortunately we have to draw the water in. It's manageable. It's a pain in the arse, but it's a manageable pain in the arse. What I'm doing for these stores that are getting silage and no cubes is just drawing in a couple of buckets in the morning and in the evening. I thought I'd have to be yeah, there's a bit of that goes on, I suppose, as well. But other than that, they're not drinking too much of it. That's probably me here standing now is kind of upsetting the apple cart. One of them licking my elbow here, and the other one then smelling it and spilling it. I was going to stop feeding these 4 finishers, we'll call them finishers, as well, just to make sure that they weren't kind of needing too much water. But at the same time, they're in their last week here now before they go to the mart, and I'm kind of hoping that's them finished when they go to the mart, or that they'll be sold as finished. But it's not a big job to draw in the water to them either, and I wanted to keep their diet fairly similar. So I don't know, can you see the water trough there? As I said, it wasn't a big job to draw water into it. So we'll go in for a closer look at them there now in a second. They always get an extra bit of straw when the camera's on, so I'm going to give them a bit of straw first. That's the 4 of them there. I took a break from throwing in straw just to record the video. So there's 3 limousine heifers. They're the ones you're looking at there. They'll go into the pen together on Monday. They're going to Dungarvan to the mart. About a half an hour in the cattle box from here, so it's not too far away, and they should be all going well. I'm hoping between 520 and 530 kgs. That's factoring in they can lose that up to maybe 20, I think, between standing around in the trailer on the way up and their gut empties, and then they're standing around maybe for hopefully no more than a half an hour at the mart before they're in the ring on Monday, because marts are smaller this time of the year. The whitehead then, back a little bit from that, she'll go into the pen or into the ring on her own. Again, I'm hoping she's around the 520 kg mark, but we'll see. What those numbers are based on is weighing them back in March when they came out of the shed as weanlings, and then weighing them again in September. And these 4 all did over a kilo a day in daily weight gain. Now, admittedly, that was on good grass throughout the summer. They're probably not gaining a kilo a day, or maybe they are, around a kilo a day since they came into the shed. And if they are, they'll hit those kind of weights. So I guess we'll have an update on that in the next video after they go to the mart on Monday. When those 4 are gone, then we'll move across and we'll pick out the next 4 or 5 or 6 maybe from this bunch, the main bunch of the stores, and put them into that bit of the shed so that they can get their 3 and 4 kgs of barley and cubes for a month or 6 weeks. I think that'll take us up to the end of January, and then they'll go. After that, there'll be about a dozen left inside in the shed. So we'll see what way they're going then, what kind of weights they are, and there's probably every chance, if we can, they'll go back out on grass around the end of March, and we'll sell those off grass over the coming months as well. But look, it's all a process, it's all a cycle, and we'll do the best we can. Sometimes I get an absolutely blinding flash of inspiration. I was walking past the trough here where I'm drawing the water in from. It freezes overnight, and before it's full again, I thought I'd look at the ball cock because the water's leaking out of it. And sure enough, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it here now. There's water in the ball cock, so that's another little job to get done before the water thaws out. I got the spare ball cock, but you're obviously not as fast as the water was thawing out. But look, we'll fix it now anyway and it'll be done then. Water job done. Bit of messing. I had to go down, turn off the water in the pump house, run back up, take out a few buckets of it so I could get in at the ball cock, and then try and squeeze my hands underneath there to screw in the new ball cock itself. Like, there was nothing wrong with the fitting, it was just water getting into the ball cock. So the new ball cock with no water in it is cutting out, thankfully now. And it's another little job off the list. back out again to the animals now that the water is sorted, and back into the next part of the routine. These are the winelands we'll be picking out and selling at the mart or selling at the factory if I get the QA sorted this time next year, or maybe a bit before. But they're doing well. They're getting 1.5 kgs of beef nut. 16% protein is doing them the finest. They're getting a couple of meters of that every day. They're going absolutely mad for it, and then they get their bale of silage down here in the corner, and we're stepping it through. It's probably not enough. I don't know if you can see over to the corner there. There's probably not enough to keep them all out here. There's 26 of them here at the moment. So what I'll probably end up doing, there's a nice Belgian blue heifer. What we'll probably end up doing is picking out maybe another 4 or 5 of them, putting them into the shed with the smallest 4, and then hopefully that'll leave the rest of them out here with enough silage and with enough fodder to keep them going, so they can go straight back out onto grass next March. But look, it's all weather permitted, all weather permitting, as everything is every single day here as well. So that's it for this video. Final thought today is to just look after yourselves. It's cold, it's going to be wet at the weekends, it's dark in the evenings and it's dark in the morning. So get out, do the few jobs you have to do, and get back in out of it. Don't become a farm statistic, an accident that happened when somebody was out doing something in the dark, or doing something fast, or doing something on a slippery yard. Mind yourselves, and we'll talk to you soon. Good luck.